The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello guys. If you can hear me loud and clear, please type 1 in the chat room so that I know I can start today's session today. Okay, cool. So I'll start today's training session. So today's webinar session will be in 2 parts. The first part, I will run through the training slides of our latest product, Nature Mini. And after the training slides, I will, if you can see the camera over here, I will do a live demo of our Nature Mini here with all the scenario modes created in this demo room to you guys. So after the training slides, please switch your screen to the cameras so that you can see the demo clearly. So, what is Nature Mini? Actually, I think that a common question when you heard this product, what is Nature Mini? So Nature Mini, in one sentence, is a whole home smart in a tiny pad. So what actually is Nature Mini? So when we are developing and evaluating this kind of new product, there are so many different perspectives. The first perspective is from our existing product called Nature. We have a 10-inch Nature Pad, which is Android systems and has 4 physical buttons that can be programmed into different scenario modes. And this Nature Pad is usually installed at the entrance or hallway in the home. And when we launch this new product, Nature, we've received so many positive feedback from our customers. The first is the good design, and the second is a good user experience. But some of our customers tell us that most of the users, they don't have the luxury to install this kind of Nature Pad into their every rooms, because Nature Pad, the target application is quite high end and it's quite big. So usually they will only install 1 Nature Pad in their room. But the customer told us that some of the customers, they would like to install these panels into in each of their rooms, because those kind of smart panels looks decent and it has so many functions and it can interact with so many scenario modes with their existing smart home systems. So this is the first application scenario, and this is the first feedback for the Nature Mini product. And the second is about the switch, because during the lockdown, the virus outbreak, people spend most of their time staying at home, and which means they have more time to do interactions, to use their existing smart switches. So when we are staying at home, we think a purely switch, can lighting switch do more stuff with the existing smart home systems. So we are thinking, can we add a extra touch screen to the switch? So this is the second thought of this new product. So that's why after we get back to work, we start to develop this new kind of product, Nature Mini. So what is Nature Mini? The first, it's a gateway. So it has a gateway built-in that supports 500 devices. So it has a built-in gateway that can support 500 LifeSmart devices. And the second, because it has a touch screen, it has a user interface. So it's also an app in the device. you don't have to use your app anymore. In your home, you can just use this Nature Mini to interact to control your smart home systems. And third, it's a switch. It's a two-way switch at the moment. So on the back of the Nature Mini, it has two lighting switch sockets, so you can connect your existing lighting cord into the into this pad to control your lighting system directly. And also, apart from those, because it's software running on Linux systems, so we add more functionalities into it. So we put smart thermostat panel functions into it, and we also put like curtain motor control functions into it. So basically, it's a small version of our NaturePad, and it's also another version of our LifeSmart app. And furthermore, it also has like a background music functions. So in this NaturePad, we can control Sonos smart speaker systems. So Nature Mini Pad, we say it's open a full screen era of smart home. So it is of smart home. So coming to a conclusion, Nature Mini is a smart music system, and it is a home security systems, and it's also a smart lighting, smart heating, smart sheeting, and electric appliance systems. So next is the design of the Nature Mini. The first, by the look of it, you can see it has a very narrow frame, and also it has a big HD IPS touchscreen. And also, the material we are using is fire retardant. And on the bottom of the Nature Mini, it has a microphone and also a speaker. For this Nature Mini S, it has a microphone interface, but for Nature Mini, it has a speaker interface. And we designed it with a 16 amp magnetic latching relay, so that it can control the lighting system directly. And we tested this Nature Mini with our lighting systems, which is 236 watts. We tested around 40,000 times, and it doesn't have any problem. So it is also a seamless upgrade for traditional 86 switch, because the size of the lighting switch is 86 by 86 millimeters, and the depth of the back is only 25 millimeters. So you can definitely use it as an upgrade device for your existing smart home systems. Just need to remember that. Just need to remember that you have neutral wire and live wire in the existing electric systems. Sorry, hold on a second. Is anybody hearing me okay? Is the voice breaking down? Isn't? Okay, I see. Just hold on a second. Okay, let me adjust my network here. Okay, just hold on a second.你们都断掉了吗？ Okay, let me recap what I was just talking about. So basically, it is a seamless upgrade for traditional 86 switches. So as you can see here from the camera, from the product, it's a standard 86 by 86 millimeter switch. So if your country, if the switch lighting switch, the standard is 86 by 86, you can definitely upgrade to this Nature Mini pad. And also, it requires live wire and also neutral wire. And apart from the hardware specs, we also the user experience is also very important to the users. So that's why we create a very easy to use user interface. So this user interface for different kinds of themes and backgrounds, and you can switch it to day-night mode to fit the environment. And we as a software company, we have designed a very good user experience for Nature Mini, and we use Flight AI. So this is the two different themes. The first is the day mode, and the second is the night mode. We call it white moon and black night. So as you can see from the camera here, in the middle, the Nature Mini currently is using the white moon, the daytime mode. So this is a quick overview of the day mode of Nature Mini. And also, the typical application for this Nature Mini is bedroom, entrance, or even in the bathroom. If you have like those switches, you can use this. You can install this Nature Mini pad because of its touch screen. So you don't have to bring up your cell phone or use your voice to shout at your smart speakers to control your smart home systems. You can just use your fingertip to control your smart home systems. So now this is a comparison between our Nature Mini and also one of our competitors. So the one we are releasing at the moment, the one we are launching at the moment is on the right-hand side, the Nature Mini. So Nature Mini has Linux systems, which is a very stable systems that so many industrial application uses. And it has a 480p screen resolution. And also it has two relays of 16 amp magnetic latching relay. And this is the capacity, this is the load for the lighting systems. And also for Nature Mini, it supports Wi-Fi and COS, which means this is a standalone device. You can connect the device directly to Wi-Fi. And also as a gateway, it uses COS to control all the LifeSmart systems. And also for connected devices, it supports maximum 500 devices, and it works without the app. So you can use it as a standalone device. You don't have to pair it into your app. You can pair the accessories, pair LifeSmart devices onto this NaturePad on its screen. And it supports AC 100 to 240 watts. So this is the hardware comparison, the spec comparison between Nature Mini S and the Nature Mini. Currently, we are releasing Nature Mini. So Nature Mini S, we will be launching it around August. It's an Android-based systems, which is for high-end and customization customers. For traditional distributors, for most of the customers, Nature Mini is the best seller. And then next, because it's a gateway, so I think if you are already selling LifeSmart, if you are already pushing LifeSmart systems into the market, you may be wondering what's the capacity was like for this Nature Mini. So here we we did a comparison between our existing LifeSmart gateways. So from Smart Station to Smart Station Mini. So the first key difference is about the coverage, the wireless coverage. Because of its size and the size of the antenna built inside the Nature Mini, so the coverage, the wireless coverage for Nature Mini is around 50 square meters, which is the similar range with Smart Station Mini, the one we released years ago. And because we use a very powerful chipset inside it, so the capacity, the device capacity itself can reach up to 500 devices. And the protocol at the moment, we support COS systems, and the compatibility is like all different kind of LifeSmart devices can be paired to this Nature Mini Pad. And also, because we have done so many integrations with third-party manufacturers, so you can also use it to control Sonos, those smart speaker systems. So the target application, the target use case for Nature Mini is those relatively small apartment or studios. So you can use it as like a lighting switch, and in the same time, you can use it as a gateway. So you don't have to purchase another gateway or sell another gateway to the customers when the when the room is relatively small. My audio connection lost. 还能听见我说话吗？ Okay. So here we prepared a quick Q&A for Nature Mini. The first, can I use Nature Mini as a standalone device? Does it need a hub to connect to? For the first question, yes, you can use it as a standalone devices. It connects to your Wi-Fi directly, so you can certainly use it as standalone devices. You don't have to buy another gateway to control it. And the second question, how many ways of lighting does it control? As an independent lighting switch, Nature will have one-way, two-way, and a three-way version. Currently, what we launched is a two-way version. So the one in the middle, in the camera here, is a two-way version. So you can use it like a two-way lighting switch. And I already got a lighting switch. Can I replace it with a Nature Mini? Sure, you can certainly replace it. Just need to make sure you have got the live and the neutral wire for it. And do you have different size of Nature Mini? So currently we are looking at to do 120 size Nature Mini and launch it in Q4. And also we are developing a 7-inch of Nature, which can be regarded as like an indoor monitor or indoor monitor for intercom systems. So this one, the Nature Mini we are talking about today, is targeted to replace the lighting switch and act like a gateway and also an app. But in the future, we are doing like an intercom indoor unit for more application scenarios. All right, I think for the training slides, that's it for today. So here, if you can switch your screen to the camera here, just double click it on the camera to make it full screen, so you can see the demo here clearly. So in the middle here is a Nature Mini. So if I tap it, you can see it will display the time, the temperature, and the weather. And also on the bottom of the screen is the scenario mode we created for this Nature Mini pad. So there's like a leave home mode. If I tap it, I think the network here is not very good. So yeah, now it triggers the scenario mode here. So I press the leave home mode. It suddenly shuts off all the lighting systems, and you can see the roller shutter is working to close the curtain here. And say for instance, if when I get back home, I would like to watch a movie, so I can press the movie mode here. The movie mode here we set up is to turn off all lights and turn on the light strip behind the TV here. I think it's because the network is not so stable, so the scenario mode is running a bit in a delay. So let me quickly run through the menus here. So if you tap the top right corner here, you can see a menu here, and the first is device. So here is all the devices that are paired to this Nature Mini, and if you would like to add a new device to Nature Mini, you don't have to open an app to pair them. What you do is you click the icon here. Sorry, click the icon here. Click the plus button here. It will bring you to the pair menu. So what you do is you say for instance, I would like to pair this data switch onto this Nature Mini pad. I just long press the button here to make the data switch into pair mode. And then I click start pairing here. now you can see it's added successfully. So I click OK. I go to the device here, and you can see there's actually a switch here, so I can control the lighting switch from the Nature Mini now. Can you bring the camera more close to me? To Nature Mini, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, so if I go back, so basically because I just demoed the scenario mode here, and also adding a new switch, adding a new device to Nature Mini. The next thing I would like to show you is to how you control different kinds of devices. So for curtain motor, we already add a curtain motor onto it. So you can see there's a very good user interface for curtain motor control. So I can control the curtain motor to be open or closed by a certain percentage. So here's the curtain motor. So you can see actually it's running. And if I stop here, it'll stop running. So you can accurately control the curtain motor from us here. And if I go back, if I go to spot here. So if I want to turn off the light again, I just click the button here. It's not. So this is basically a gateway function on Nature Mini. And also because, like I mentioned, it has a touch screen and it displays different kinds of colors. And for different kinds of homes and houses, they have different style of decorations and different color themes. So to match with different houses in the display settings here, you can switch the wallpaper to match the decoration in a house as well. So I can select this snow theme, click it. It will apply the same here. And also, apart from using it as a smart station and a gateway, you can also use a sub device, like an accessory, just like a normal smart switch from LifeSmart. So what you need to do is just need to choose the option here, use it as a sub device, and it will turn into a traditional switch. So you can do double control, those kind of smart settings in the app. And also we support OTA here. So if I press upgrade, it will bring into a menu that says the latest firmware version. And if there's a newer version, you can certainly do an OTA upgrade. So currently, our R&D engineers, they are constantly developing and optimizing the user interface and adding more functionalities. So if you already got the samples, you can the first thing before you test it is always to check the firmware version and upgrade to the latest one.别拉那个摄像头，转过来。So yeah, so do you have any questions? Any questions regarding to this Nature Mini or other Nature product in the series? 你帮我看一下那个 APP 还开着吗？那个 Droid Cam 的那个 APP。 292929。好了。So any questions? Here's a question. Can I add more to Nature Mini in my mobile app? There's no limitation to add. There's no limitation of adding Nature Mini into your mobile app. You can add as many as you want. Any further questions? You can put the questions in the chat room or the question box, or you can unmute yourself to ask a question directly. Oh, 怎么断了？ Any further questions? Okay. Nature Mini have area. Can it expand? Nature Mini area equals 50 square meters. Yeah, the area is square. What we recommend is to cover maximum 50 square meters. But you can certainly, because it's such a small device and it's a switch size device, you can install you can install one Nature Mini for each room, and also the Nature Mini as a gateway supports cascade mode, so you can cascade, you can chain them together to link them all together to control different devices, and to give more coverage, wireless coverage. Any further questions? And is there anything you are interested to know? And currently, the Nature Mini Pad, the samples are available from LifeSmart. So if you are interested in this product, we strongly recommend you to take one sample to test by yourself. And because if you are doing project, especially for those relatively small studios or apartment, it is a perfect product to act like a gateway and the lighting switch, and also for large application, large scenarios like proper house or villa systems. It is also a very good looking and good design lighting switch devices, and because it's running on Linux systems and running a separate app on top of the systems, you can use it like an app to control every LifeSmart devices on the screen. Okay, here we get another question. Can I combine Nature Mini and Smart Station in Nature Control Pad? So if you would like to control Nature Mini from the big Nature, the Nature we released last year, certainly you can do so. So just make sure they are in the same network, so you can add it onto your Nature Pad, and you can make the device as like a sub device to become a lighting switch. Then you can add this device to your smart station, and after you paired your smart station, then you can add it to Nature Control Pad.什么？谁上线了？对，上线了是吧？啊，等一下。So any further questions? So because I think the network is just recovered, so if I press the leave home mode, it triggers the leave home mode to turn on all the lightings. And currently you can see the roller shutter is closing down. So okay, if there's no further questions, I think today's training will be it. So， 哎，我的那个麦克风老断了，麦克风又断了。你现在能看到我纸断了。So yeah, so if there's no further questions, I think that's it for today. Thanks for joining today's webinar, and our LifeSmart webinar is held by technical support team every Thursday. So next Thursday we will have a new session, and please follow us on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, those social media platform. You will receive the latest training update. Thank you guys for today. Bye bye.